I find giving it like a smack is easier, kind of. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, there you go. Hey guys, I'm Carla. I'm the host of Carla's Cooking Show. On my channel, I teach people how to cook.
Okay, we might need to tune. Aloha everyone, my name is Cynthia Lynn. I teach ukulele lessons on my YouTube channel. You're toxic, I'm slipping under.
Today, I'm gonna teach a professional musician how to make fresh pasta with mushrooms.
I am teaching Carla how to play Purple Rain on the ukulele.
Yes! Cynthia!
Hi Carla, I'm so excited to do this.
We're gonna make like a really super simple fresh pasta with a buttery, garlicky mushroom sauce. So you've made your pasta looks beautiful. And so the first thing we're gonna do is just cut these into wide strips.
First strip, I got it.
Beautiful. Yeah. They're perfect. This is as close to like sewing as I'm ever gonna get. All right, that one's definitely thicker at one end than the other. That's fine. If we were real grandmas, we would now hang these over the back of a chair and put them out in the Sicilian sun to dry.
Oh, yours looks nice.
But yours look great too.
Beginner's luck. You know, the first time you make anything, you're just like so excited about everything. You're like, okay, it's good. And then the next time it all falls apart. You're like, how did I do it last time?
Let's start with the mushrooms. You can just kind of tear these into like bite-sized pieces.
They smell so earthy.
Some people don't like mushrooms, like hate. Like say they taste like dirt. I don't get that.
They are fungus, right?
They are. Fungus among us. Mushroom to mushroom.
Yeah.
Doing it.
Amazing.
Next, let's do shallot and a couple cloves of garlic.
I feel like I got to put a lot of muscle into the crushing of the garlic.
I find giving it like a smack is easier. You can kind of use the heel of your hand.
Okay.
Kind of. Oh, there you go. Okay, so now we're gonna just take the zest off the lemon.
Okay.
So the parm is actually gonna be part of the sauce and then also to grate over the top when we're done.
There are many amazing scents happening in front of me.
We pretty much have everything we need to make our sauce. Essentially, it's a version of aglio e olio, which is like one of the kind of most basic Italian sauces.
How do I say that?
Yeah.
Aglio e olio?
Aglio e olio.
Aglio e olio.
We call it Iggly Wiggly at my house. Salt and pepper should be like somewhere nearby. Do you have thyme or rosemary?
I do, I got some time.
Pasta water. The saddest thing that could ever happen is that you forget to salt your pasta water.
Well, it's one of those things that like, they always tell you to do and feel like I never know if it's making a difference.
It is. If you don't do it, you will know. And I hope that never happens to you. Let's both turn our inductions on.
Okay. Ooh, it's making sizzling noises, so that's good.
Once they're spread out and there's like good action and maybe the bottom of the pan is looking a little juicy, just let them cook. And this was one of the first things I learned as a line cook because I was like freaking out my first time being on the line in a kitchen. And I was just like tossing and tossing and tossing and tossing the food. And the woman who I was paired with, she just turned to me and was like, you have to let it cook. And I was like, right. Looks really good.
Yeah.
Yum. But you know what we could do now? Pasta in the water. Let's do it. Pasta time.
Dropping the pasta.
I'm dropping the pasta.
Oh, it's so exciting.
We'll stir them a little bit, but just be gentle with them. I'm gonna clock like a minute and then we'll taste it. Okay, my timer just went off. That's a long noodle. Ah. Oh my God, I dropped him. Slippery sucker.
Al dente, but I like that. It's good. And now it's sizzling with the water.
So the goal here is like adding a little pasta water, stirring to make sure the cheese is melting, and then there's gonna be a kind of a magic moment when the liquid in the pan just sort of tightens up enough to coat all the noodles. I feel like my noodles are pretty well coated. I'm just gonna take out my thyme sprig.
All I'm thinking now is that I'm ready to eat it.
Okay, great. That's a good sign too. Your own food should make you hungry.
A lot of musicians like cooking as like a creative outlet. If you can't get anything done music-wise, you can at least go make yourself something, you know, still be creating. And sometimes the ideas work themselves out while you're cooking.
That's cool, because I'm always looking for like a really good playlist for when I'm cooking.
Ah.
Some of my noodles ripped in half, but that's okay. I'm not gonna cry about it. Some of them are still really long.
The fresh noodles are so yummy, like springy. This is so amazing.
For this process, was there anything that felt tricky for you?
I think it's actually like the specifics, even being specific about how wide the garlic is to make sure that it doesn't burn, those fine details, right? The like 98%, 99%, that gets you to like the next level. I think teaching is like an amazing way to learn.
When you start thinking about how you're gonna explain something to someone, it makes you pay attention to all of these things that normally feel automatic to you, right? Old cookbooks are hilarious to read because they just say like, make a bechamel with the flour and the milk. That's it. When it's my turn to be in the student seat, I hope that you still have your teacher's brain for like pre-beginner. I was teaching someone who like knows how to cook. You're gonna teach someone who like cannot play an instrument, so.
All right, Carla, are you ready for the ukulele part of this lesson swap? Now that we're full of fresh pasta.
I know, I hope we don't just fall into like a meandering coma. It's gonna be great. This video will then be living proof for everyone who's ever asked me, oh, your last name's Music.
Yeah.
Are you musical? I'll just like play this video for them and let it speak for itself. Before we even start anything, I want to thank you for sending me this instrument. It's so cool, so exciting to get the box and open it. And can we talk about the pronunciation of the word ukulele?
I am not Hawaiian, but I am trying to be as accurate as possible. So in Hawaii, you say ukulele.
Ukulele.
Yeah. Okay, so tell me about your musical experience.
I think the last time I touched a string instrument was in 8th grade, and I played the cello.
Oh, awesome. Okay, so you do have some string instrument experience.
It's like embedded in some deep, dark part of my brain.
We decided on Purple Rain, and it just uses 4 beginner chords. You're going to curl your fingers around. That's it.
It's leaving a mark where the string is.
Yes, yeah, you're gonna feel it. My fingers are just all callous.
I'm sure they're just callous. That's good. Hands are for doing things.
Yeah.
We like that.
Nice. There's your first chord, C chord. Yay. 2, 3. All right, amazing. Yay.
It was Purple Rain. I felt it. I was like, pull, rain.
The next chord is A minor, so go ahead and pluck that. Good. Now, the first line of Purple Rain uses just these 2 chords, okay? C, 2. I never meant to cause you any A minor sorrow. Yeah.
You're smiling and I'm grimacing, and it's really sweet.
So now we're gonna go to the G chord.
3 fingers?
Yes, I know.
Whoa.
I know. A lot of my beginner students are like, why do we have to learn this chord? And I tell them because it's in pretty much every song. So you gotta learn it.
I feel like there's a lot on the line here.
Does it hurt?
It's awkward, and it's reminding me of like showing people how to hold a knife where you choke up on the handle. Like if you're used to holding it a certain way, that feels really weird at the beginning.
And you can relax your pinky finger.
Can I? I don't know.
Just kind of like wiggle your hand and allow it to relax a bit, if that makes sense. We have one more chord, F. And strum down all along the fretboard. Eventually, what you want to get to is that your left hand starts building some muscle memory. That takes some time. Today, it really is like a little bit of a fake it till you make it and see how much you can absorb, right? I would like us to try the chorus. It might seem a little scary, but it is the same chords. It's just a different melody in the song, yeah? Only wanna see you bathed in the purple sea rain. Awesome.
I'm like sweating.
Yeah.
I like didn't know that like such an innocent looking instrument could be so painful. It's like cutting into my arm. My other hand is cramped. I gotta relax.
If you can land the C on that last rain, then you win.
I did not land it.
When we do it our final time.
Yeah, I'm just holding back, you know.
And then at the very end, I call this the finishing strum. That's it. Yes. You ready?
We're totally doing whatever this is. We're definitely doing it.
Do you have any questions?
Where do you get your patience from? And how did you know you were suited for teaching? And does it frustrate you when you're watching someone struggle with something you're so proficient at?
I think the main thing is like, I don't want anyone to get discouraged about learning music. Probably similar to, you know, the recipes that you design for home cooks,
Yeah.
right? That like, I want to make sure that everybody walks away knowing that like, if you put in the time, you can do it. All right, we're gonna start the song here. C. I never meant to cause you any sorrow. G. I never meant to cause you any pain. Back to C. I only wanna see you laughing in the purple. Hit the rain, rain. Okay, I'm gonna go for it here. And now we go to our C finishing strum. And flourish. Yes! Give yourself a round of applause.
That was so fun.
Yay!
Thanks for doing not a beginner song.
It has to be something you like, you know? It has to be something
Yeah.
you feel like you can dig into. I think you did amazing. Give it time. Really, if you sleep on it and you pick up the uke tomorrow, you might feel like, oh, it's still there, you know? It'll come back.
Being at the bottom of the learning curve as often as possible
Yeah.
is like so inspiring and gives you something to keep like working towards. So I think about it in terms of food, like when I started cooking over live fire, it was like starting over and it's so
wow.
exciting.
You know, I came in with some cooking skills for our lesson, but still, like,
For sure.
just that beginner's mind is like super important. I think we always should be learning, right? If you're always learning, then you're always growing.